Okay, guys, this is a video for at the suggestion of Mike Smith regarding how you guys get the memories or the knowing that I have. Well, there's a whole bunch of ways. So you can do it by meditation, merging with your higher self and above. Ask your team that's around you questions. But remember, I have access to every answer, so do you. So my way of doing it with my higher self was to die. You can do that. It's great. But really, in 4D right now, I think you'd have a hard time doing that properly on purpose, so to speak. So let's go with some other things. Really, you already have access to this, to everything I know. It's just that your human ego and brain want to figure out the answer. Okay? You want to know the why, what, where, how. Now, you can do that, but you don't do that in 5D. You just know things and trust things and go with the flow. Granted, you get to know more of the details faster in 5D than you do here, but in 5D, you just know things. Okay? Well, you just know things here too. You just don't trust them. You want to know the why, for, what, how thing. Especially you, Mike Smith. Love you, but you do. You already have the answer. And just like the Abraham and Eckhart Tolle say, be still or be happy, that's the knowing. When you come up to a moment in time and it feels good or bad, you have your answer. Now, if you want to analyze that good or bad, that's fine. Go right ahead. It's fun. It's interesting. I did it. One of my favorite things to do as a human was do that. But it will not get you to 5D. Okay? As long as you're trying to analyze and figure things out, then you're still playing a 3-4D game. When you're done with that game, then you go to 5D and up. Okay? Where you have all the answers. If you're still wanting to figure things out via your human brain, then you're still playing, and you might want to rethink where you're going right now, because you may not be done with the 3D, 4D game. Me, personally, I am planning on going somewhere and doing the ayahuasca thing. But I'm not doing it for answers. I'm doing it because ayahuasca is a little bit tricky, because the DMT itself is what I'm really after. Whoa. Hold on. Sorry about that. I'm back. Okay. Ayahuasca is a tricky thing because the DMT is one aspect of ayahuasca, and the other part is plant elemental. And a lot of times people will take ayahuasca and they will get caught in the energy of the plant elemental. And that is a completely foreign thing, and can be really, really intense if you don't know what's going on. And so you'll hear people tell stories probably about taking ayahuasca and having a very scary experience. And you have to kind of go, love you, but that's not what I'm here for. And then you go to the DMT experience, which is much closer to the low end of where I went when I died. And I know if I can jump there, I'm going to just kind of cheat. I'm going to jump there and run around for a while just because I know it will feel good. And I'll be able to go home. It's kind of like taking a trip home when you're away, when you live overseas and you want to go back home for a week or so. And that's why I'm going to do it. It's not to get energy or knowledge or figure out how to do vibrations better. I know how to do all that. I'm going just as a visit home. Because, especially for this last stretch that I'm doing here, the work that I'm doing here, the stuff that I'm doing here. Now, so, I'm not sure. The best thing that I can tell you, because I am going to 5D, is that if you're going to 5D, follow you're gonna hate me for this, but because I know I've heard it with other people for a long time, but the follow your bliss thing, absolutely true. Be happy, absolutely true. Trust yourself that when you are happy and you are doing what you want to do, and I mean every moment. So, especially for women, if your friend says, would you take me here to do that, and you just don't want to, you just don't want to, then you're going to have to learn to say no. You need to really learn to say no. Trust that feeling. Be very, very protective of your happiness in every moment, in everything. We've been taught to do things for others. It's really a twofold problem here if you're trying to go to 5D, because you've been taught a lot of things, especially anyway in the United States. You've got get a job or get married and have kids and be successful and have all this stuff, which is really, especially in a lot of the business worlds, a lot of jobs, that's very service to self oriented. And then at the same time, you've been told, do for others, don't be selfish. Well, in reality, these are two extremes of all that is. So as long as you are trying to, or you want to figure things out, or figure out why things are happening, you're really going to be in 4D. And you might even pop back down to 3D. Which I say, again, is fine. There's nothing wrong with that experience. We all appreciate what all the entities in all these vibrations are doing. But if you're going to 5D, you've got to learn to shut off that brain, which I did with meditation, which is on another video, I think. If I'm not, let me know. And I died, but dying and going to the other side wasn't the complete answer, because I still had to figure out how to filter it through the human brain for myself, and then I had to learn how to filter it through the brain and out through human speech. That's really, really a big deal. In reality, you already have all the answers. You're being told it all the time, but because you haven't died, it's in your head, you do have some amnesia, so the best way of following this is to follow your happiness. Period. That is the answer to all questions. That is the answer. For you, in the moment, from your perspective, in the timeline you're in, you will always know the answer by how you feel. So follow better feeling things. Don't do things that make you feel bad. Don't be around people that say things that you retreat from. Because you know, when somebody says, oh, you're not good enough, you know that's not right. That's why you feel bad, okay? Bad means incorrect. Bad means false statement. Bad means away from higher vibrations, okay? So if you're feeling bad, then that is something to ignore and go, oh, okay, that experience, that person, that event is not what I'm interested in. I don't need to analyze it. There's not enough time for that. I'm just going to ignore it because I'm not interested in going down in vibrations. I'm interested in going up. So turn the other way, look the other way, ignore it, and go, what else is around me? Who else is around me that makes me feel better? And that's how you really get the answers. Now, if you want the specifics of the answers, if you want the absolutes of the answers, you can certainly reach for that with all kinds of things. All of that is like 3D, 4D. So if you want the answers, you start at 3D with science and math and all that kind of stuff. If you're in 4D, then you're going to get the answers from probably beings that are angels, that say they're angels, or even gods, if you believe in those gods in 4D. So you can get all kinds of answers that way. You can also get it by different kinds of medicinal or shamanic herbs. All different kinds. There's all kinds of ways of doing it. Do it however you want to. You are free to do anything at all times, no matter what. There's nobody on the other side that's going to thump you on the head and say, bad, bad, bad. Shame on you. Go back, do it again, do it right. That's just so not true. That's so not true. It doesn't even make any sense when you really look at it. It really doesn't make any sense. Okay, so Mike Smith, did that answer the question? If not, tell me and I will do another video. Okay, guys. I love you bunches. Bye.